Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another round of Battleship Brawlers. Each player for this match has been given 3 mil to play around with. In the left-hand corner, we have, once again, Nickel Smart, Charl, and Axis.co. On the right-hand side, we still have Stargrowth, who managed to fit 3 ships in, interesting, as well as Gleaton and Cyborg. It's like a nuke launcher, yeah. Okay, small drone. Fair enough. Gleaton, bringing in the Jack-of-all-trades ship once more. Jarl bringing in a fleet of ships, per usual. The destruction limit has been set to 100% for this round, just in case anybody has smaller ships like this that are still outstanding. Uh-oh. Stargrowth might be about to beach his missile launcher, which I don't think would be ideal. Uh-oh, no, don't do it. Alright, Axis is, lag, I think, is about to kill me. Oh, now it's Charl. Yeah, there we go. Stargrowth is managing to slowly side maneuver. This game gives you like a little bit of forgiveness thrust with no thrusters in any direction, just in case you beat yourself like so. Stargrowth sending in his small fighter here that has nothing but a bunch of power capacitors. If only friendly fire was on, this would actually be a fairly viable tactic, getting people to deal damage to their own ships. Hey, it's still running, if nothing else. Oh, I missed it, but still the Cyborg lost one of his ships down here, as well as Axis losing one of his ships. Didn't even notice that they were in combat. Unfortunate. So the Cyborg getting one of his missile ships to start doing full thrust in the rearward direction and launching a bunch of missiles at Charl here. Charl seems to be a little panicked by the situation. He's trying to get the heck out of Dodge. Ooh, loses a nuke launcher in the process. Alright. I'm sorry, Axis, but this is, well, I don't know. I don't know if it's Charl or Axis. I do feel bad kicking both of them, though. That would be slightly unfortunate. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah. We're gonna kick Axis. Sorry. Gotta go, dude. And then I'll kick Gleaton as well to make it a little bit more fair. Perfect. Alright, game seems to be running much quicker now. Even with a little bit of lag from Charl, it still looks pretty clean. For the most part. Yeah, Charl bringing a few ships up in and around. Ooh, that's a lot of nukes for such a small ship. But there it goes. Yeah, Stargrowth coming in from the back, trying to take out what's left of Charl's ships here. Charl slowly trying to dig through the front of Stargrowth's ship. Stargrowth's? There we go. Stargrowth's ship. Does manage to take out one of the reactors on it. There's not a whole lot of armor between that reactor and the void of space, so I guess it makes sense to target it. So the Cyborg still just hanging out at a safe distance, launching a ridiculous amount of missiles. I do like to look at missile cruisers just to watch the missiles like fly out of them constantly, dealing a fair amount of damage. Stargrowth's other ship that he's still piloting around doesn't seem to have taken crazy amounts of damage yet. Ooh, Charl taking a nuke to the back. There we go. Alright, Stargrowth has turned to engage. Yeah, and he's dealing a lot of damage to Charl's ships here. Takes out one of them. Now he's going to start working on the others, it appears. There's a few nukes coming in from some nuke launchers. Looks like, yeah, they managed to take the shields off. Maybe they can get some damage done to Stargrowth's ship at this point. I'm hearing funky sound effects. Wondering what's going on. Oh, there's a... Nickel Smart had a railgun ship up there. I think it's about to get taken out. What's left of Stargrowth's missile launcher looks like it was going to come and try to deal some damage to Nickel Smart, who, for some reason, isn't moving anymore. Interesting choice. Alright. Charles slowly getting picked off by Stargrowth over here. Stargrowth did lose a chunk of his ship. Which isn't super great for him. But he is taking out pretty much all of Charles' ships that come up against him. Yeah, they come in and they get toasted pretty much immediately. Yeah, once all of Charles' ships are gone, I think we're going to go ahead and kick him. But I don't want to kick him just yet because him and Stargrowth are in the heat of battle at the moment. Nickel Smart attaching his tractor beams to Stargrowth here. Yeah, it looks like he's pulling him in to deal some damage to him, and now he's in range of the deck cannons, which is not where you want to be. Oh, yeah. Losing chunks of his fast wall. Not ideal. He is spraying damage all over Nickel Smart, though. Armor's looking pretty rough. Lost a fair chunk of it. What happened to... Oh, yeah, so the Cyborg is still in the game. I was like, where did he go? Yeah, he's still just flying around, you know, launching missiles. Does he still have ammo for his missiles? Oh, yeah. No, he's got factories. He'll be fine. Charles loses another ship. Does he still have any ships that are operable? Yeah, he does. But I don't want to make it unfair because both teams are fairly close at this point. It is kind of hard to tell who is ahead. If I had to guess, I would say Team 2 is probably ahead, being that they have more ships. Very difficult to tell. Yeah, Nickel Smart has one ship at the moment. Uh-oh. Charles getting bared down upon. He's trying to do the spin tactic to avoid damage. I can't blame him. Yeah, there's just too much firepower on that fast wall, though. And in the end, he has to give up. What other ships does Charles still seem to have? From what I can tell, nothing. Yeah, alright. Sorry, you're out of here, Charles. You gots to go. And now, unfortunately, it is just Nickel Smart against Scylla Cyborg and Stargrowth. Nickel Smart also using the spin tactic to try and avoid damage. Yeah. His ship had a massive amount of armor. It's interesting to see it slowly get picked off over time. I think he needs to turn on the thrust, though, and get out of the red zone. Team 2 has left him vulnerable in the red zone. His ship is not Swiss cheese yet, but I think it will be fairly soon. Yeah, we'll hit focus on this. Uh-oh. Yeah, he's got a weak spot right around here with the opening in the armor. And it looks like Stargrowth is trying to target that weak spot. Bunch of missiles incoming. So the Cyborg staying just out of range. Oh, yeah. No, it is not looking ideal. I think the only chance that Nickel Smart really has is to stay, yeah, right here in the center. Try to use his tractor beams to pull people in or push them away from the center so that he can deal as much damage as possible. He is taking the spin tactic very, very seriously, but oh, he gets a few shots right there on the center, loses. Oh, he hasn't lost control of his ship yet, but it's looking pretty rough at this point. There we go. Team 2 takes the win. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Got another round of Battleship Brawlers here for you. Going to be running domination matches today. In the left-hand corner, we've got Calvin, Itchy, and Charles. And in the right-hand corner, we've got Fire Foodie, Delco Del Rio. All right, and who else is over here? Oh yeah, Scylla Cyborg. There we go. Hey, I like this ship. It's got some nice design elements. It's all focused on this central point here. I like it. I'm gonna give that a solid A. There's some fading that went on here. I'll give it an A. All right, each team is now spreading out across the map. This is the early stages of the game. Oh no, it's only 5-minute timer. Whoops. Yeah, we might have to increase that to 10 minutes for the next round. Can't believe I missed that. I've been missing all kinds of things today, ladies and gentlemen. All frazzle-brained. Probably should have just not recorded. But it is what it is. Sorry if you guys get kind of a lackluster video. Del Rio, or Delco over here. I'm going to call him Delco. Ooh, yeah. It's firing at Itchy. Itchy taking a bunch of damage. Loses one of his rails. Yep. There we go. Oh, no, he hasn't lost the entire ship yet. Delco, trying to get the heck out of Dodge, starts running away, but I think it's a little too late. Calvin is on top of him, and he's dealing a bunch of damage. Yeah, he starts tearing him up. Calvin, just with a massive deck cannon brick, is going to be fairly impenetrable, or fairly impervious to rails at the moment. Scylla Cyborg's got something similar going on, and we saw how it runs in the last match, so he might be alright. Itchy over here, taking a bit of damage to some missiles. Yeah, Scylla Cyborg launching a couple missiles. I like the combination of missiles and cannons. I think that's a very smart move. Alright, let's check out this ship down here. Oh, that could be thumbnail worthy. I don't know what it is, but the thumbnails that have ion lasers in them, those get clicked on so much more than any other thumbnail type. I have to put an ion beam in every thumbnail, otherwise you guys don't click. I don't know what it is. I mean, I know what it is. Everybody loves ion lasers. Speaking of ion lasers, yeah, he's about to start dealing some significant damage to Charles here, who's kind of beached himself on these asteroids here, leaving him a fair bit vulnerable. There we go. Yep, he's starting to drill through the thruster clusters, taking out one of them entirely, heading straight for the command deck, which is now completely gone. Meanwhile, Scylla Cyborg and Charles are going at it over here. This is just a bunch of point defense. Charles got some interesting damage tactics. Yeah, definitely some interesting damage tactics. Oh, here we go. Charles managing to get his ship off the asteroid and around to deal some damage. Uh-oh. Fire Foodie. There we go. Now he's paying attention. He's flipping around. There we go. He's got his laser now aimed at Charles once more. He's got to keep it focused in one spot long enough to be able to deal some damage. Or, not deal some damage, but yeah, get through the shielding. Oh, there we go. It's getting through the shields. Shields keep coming back on though. There's a lot of shielding on that boat. And the not the recharge station, the reactor's right next to it. I think he has to target these shields here. Yeah, no, it's pretty amazing how durable this ship is from the front, to be completely honest. There we go. He's now focused his ion right on the front there. Yeah, no, he can't. This ion beam does not have what it takes to get through the shields, it looks like. Oh, there we go. Now it's finally picking off a few shields. Oh, especially if that reactor goes. Yeah, no. That would spell doom for Charles, that's for sure. Oh, yeah. Now that ship is cooked. All right, let's go see what else is going on. I've been focused on that for way too long. Ooh, Calvin over here actually getting cleaned out by Scylla Cyborg. That's actually a surprisingly effective ship design. I'm kind of amazed by it. Yeah, very amazed by it. Look, he's just firing straight down the line of deck cannons. That's crazy. I love it. Ending the brick meta with nothing but an arrowhead. That's great. Charles Big Fish also, I think, is a very effective design. I think it's very well thought out. The shields are all overlapping perfectly. Ooh. This ship is still operating, I think, but I think he needs to abandon it. Oh, no, it's not. It's not operating. Slowly falling apart. Here we go. Let's get a pink team on the right. Pink team is managing to take some of blue team's points. I think this is like the first point that's actually going to get taken in the game. There's been a bunch of fighting already, but no points have been gathered so far. So the fact that this point is being taken is kind of big because it means that pink's spending limit will be higher than blue's, and they might be able to outpace them. Calvin looks like he might be coming in to try and deal some damage. Or no, I think he's going straight for this point. Yeah, he's going to try to take that point instead. Delco over here firing at Itchy, trying to take out one of his ships. Scylla Cyborg still in combat with Calvin, just slowly dealing damage down the side. Yeah, it looks like Itchy's ship is going to get picked off by Delco here. He's got some really long range rails on this ship. Charo manages to take out Scylla Cyborg's smaller ship with only a minor scratch left on his ship. Pretty good. Pink took this point. Calvin is over here trying to claim a point for blue. Doesn't turn his ship around, though, where all the armor is, and gets, yeah, snuck up upon by Scylla Cyborg here. Yeah. And he loses his ship. Pink managing to keep the point. Charles, however, coming in from behind Scylla Cyborg, is going to go ahead and deal some damage to him. Manages to hit the reactors and blows the ship up. Uh-oh. There's some rails coming in, though. Delco. Yeah, there's always a bigger fish, ladies and gentlemen. There's always a bigger fish. I don't think Delco has the damage output to get through Charles' shields, to be completely honest. Yeah, no, I don't think he has the DPS. Maybe with Scylla Cyborg taking out thruster clusters, he may potentially have the DPS. Itchy is also coming in for reinforcement. Uh-oh. Fire Foodie is actually being a super big team player, taking a bunch of points. He's the only one in the game taking points at the moment, which is, yeah, a little unfortunate for blue team. Yeah, I think since Charles has the smaller ships, I think he definitely needs to use some of these smaller fighters to claim and hold points. They seem to be able to soak damage fairly effectively. If he just got one of those ships, placed it in a point, got another one, placed it in another point, it would kind of be a war of attrition. There's only a minute left in the match because I was silly and didn't put the correct timer on the match, but that's all right. Somebody else also requested 15-minute matches. I don't know. I think they were thinking that the teams would organize a little bit better. I have my doubts. They might organize a little bit better. We could try to put in a 15-minute match. I'll try that out. We'll see if we can do that for our next match. Charles, bringing in another big fish here. Uh-oh. Delco turned his ship around, and now he's a little bit vulnerable to both of Charles' ships here. Fire Foodie. He's managed to take this point down here, which is not super ideal for Blue Team. Blue Team only has 2 points remaining. There's been a lot of fighting in this match, but it is unclear. Well, I shouldn't say it's unclear who the winner is. The winner is clearly pink. Oh, never mind. He does have the DPS to get through it. 25 seconds left. Firefootie's over here chasing some of Itchy's ships around. Not able to catch him. He just doesn't have the thrust. Ooh, he manages to thread the needle with one of those railgun shots right before getting blown up. Itchy, trying to get the heck out of dodge, turns on the boost thrusters and runs away. I believe that should be it. Yes, Team 2 takes the win. All right, welcome back, everybody, to another round of Battleship Brawlers. In the left-hand corner, we've got Itchy, Calvin, and Charles. And in the right-hand corner, we have Scylla Cyborg, Fire Foodie, and Levi Thunder. We've upped the income. I've doubled it for this match. So each player should be able to bring in a few more ships than they were able to last time. Yeah, let's see what these players come up with. All right, there's a bunch of smaller ships coming out from Levi Thunder right off the bat, as well as Scylla Cyborg coming out to take points. A lot of bigger ships from Team 1. Team 2 has opted for a lot more small ships, it looks like. All right, the center is now contested. Yeah, Charles bringing in a couple nuke launchers, is headed straight for Scylla Cyborg's ship. I think, yeah, he's going to launch off a bunch of nukes. Oh man, the lag is pretty rough. Yeah, I think the lag is just a little too rough. I think we're gonna have to lose Charles, and we will also lose Scylla Cyborg has played a lot today. We'll lose Scylla Cyborg. There we go. That leaves Itchy and Calvin on Team 1 and Fire Foodie and Levi Thunder on Team 2. Sorry guys, it is what it is. I get tired of lag after a while. Alright, looks like Calvin is going to get into combat with Levi Thunder here. Levi Thunder, I don't think he's paying attention to this ship. Oh, there we go. Now he's paying attention. Oh, but I think it might be just a bit too late. Oh, no, it's not too bad yet. He's going to charge Calvin. I don't know if that is the approach I would take. But, you know, to each their own. Yeah, he loses one of his ships. Meanwhile, down here, I don't know who owned that ship, but yeah, it got completely tore through by Itchy's bigger ship here. Ooh, here we go. Calvin has a smaller ship coming in to try and deal with Fire Foodie. It does take a nuke to the face. Ooh, another nuke hits as well from the back. It's fairly maneuverable. He decides to get the heck out of dodge. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, it looks like Calvin instead is going to try to take out one of Levi's other deck cannon ships. I don't think he's paying too much attention to it, though. He's lost a bunch of his thrust. He does have 5 deck cannons on here, though, which is a significant amount of firepower. All right, let's go see what's happening over here. Oh, I think Itchy's about to take a few shots. Oh, yep. There we go. Basically takes out Fire Foodie's ship. It is still operable at this point. All right, up here in the top, there's just a few smaller ships battling it out. One of them with nuclear capabilities. It looks like purple so far is winning this match. Blue trying to reclaim a few points. Yeah, they managed to take this point back. The railguns on this thing are so long that it's an entire control point over, but it's managing to take out ships. Purple team holding this point with some nuclear missile launcher ships. I don't think for very long, though. Yep, there they go. Ships are down for the count. Now Calvin is sending in a smaller ship to claim the point. It looked like blue team was in a bit of hot water there for a minute, but now I think they are trying to claw back some ground, focusing on objectives a little bit more. Ooh. Not all the railguns were powered on there, but if they were, I think there would have been a significant amount of damage dealt. Ooh. He's starting to punch through all the armor. There we go. He's managed to take out one deck cannon. A bunch of the shields on the front of the ship are being lost, though. There we go. They're getting repowered. Is this ship still operable? It is. Uh-oh. There we go. And the ship is now down for the count. And it hasn't... I don't think the railfan took any significant amount of damage, to be completely honest. Oh. I didn't see this before, but Calvin is now in combat with Fire Foodie. Fire Foodie is able to stay a distance away, it seems. And he's just drilling through Calvin's ship. Oh, he's also got some smaller ships over here. I do like the design that Fire Foodie has on a bunch of his ships. What's going on here? Oh, it's like a little defense platform almost. Itchy just running through the middle of the fight. No big deal. Levi Thunder trying to help out. Gets pretty close to Calvin's ship. He's going to start taking a bunch of damage via the deck cannons here. Blue has managed to claw back a bunch of points from purple team here. Yeah, I think both teams are even at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, purple team is slightly ahead. But if blue team keeps going at the rate that they're going, they should be ahead before long. Looks like Calvin has changed focus from the main ship over there to deal with some of the smaller ships that he can actually catch. Meanwhile, Ishi's just been launching missile after missile, trying to deal some damage. Most of the missiles are landing on shielding, it seems, though. Yeah, he's cutting through the ship. I think he's trying to cut the ship in half at this point. Yeah, just cleaning out a bunch of damage. Yeah, Calvin definitely has like a war of attrition mindset in mind with the making of this ship. Like, it just takes so long to take out the brick. Oh, it looks like one of the railgun ships was lost. The big one, unfortunately. Dang, I wish I was paying attention to that. I was too focused on the deck cannon brick. Oh, it's just a small deck gunfighter there. Blue team losing focus a little bit. There's a ton of these small nuke launchers running around. Yeah, I think nuke launchers definitely shine in this game mode because you can just set them in a point and they're kind of dangerous to go deal with because they have a bunch of nukes that they can launch off at any point. Oh, Calvin is now getting into range of Fire Footy here, which I think could spell death in the very near future. Yeah, a lot of the shields have been powered down. There we go. He's got his shields re-powered on, but he's been pushed out into the red zone. Yeah, I think he needs to make a run for it. The only issue is Calvin is so close at this point that I think if he makes a run for it, he's going to lose a significant portion of his thrust and maybe not be able to run away. Yeah, I think slowly turning as you fight Calvin here would be smart. Yeah, there we go. Slowly turning into the zone, keeping your shields toward him. Yeah. All right, let's go look at how some other battles are going. All these ships look like they don't have any form of damage anymore. This one's on fire. It's got some nukes that it could launch. Yeah, as compared to these ships that don't have anything. That's pretty great. Is he gonna launch a nuke before he burns up? It's really hard to tell. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, no. Ship's down. It appears that blue controls the center, if anything. Fire Footy has brought in another ion ship. Probably to help deal with Calvin. Calvin, just blindly chasing Fire Footy all across the map. Slowly taking damage. A few nukes coming in from the side, dealing a significant portion of damage. There we go. It looks like Fire Footy might be about to try and take the center. Not sure if Itchy is even noticed yet. He's getting snuck up on. Yeah. Starts to cut through him like butter. Loses one rail. Almost loses another. Loses a bunch of thrust. Ship is still operable at this point, though. but not anymore. He loses the command deck and the rest of his power generation. Calvin looking pretty haggard. He's got a bunch of cuts through his ship. Still going though. Firefoodie taking out these smaller ships in the center. Yeah, trying to focus his damage right at the center with where all the beams come together. Looks like he's also going to try to take out Calvin from the rear, potentially. Oh, nope. Going to try to take this point. Yeah, purple team gaining an advantage, I think. I think blue team needs to get some smaller ships. Yeah, I think Calvin might be hampering his team a little bit by buying these massive bricks. Ooh, he does manage to get the jump on one of Firefoodie's ships here and take it out. I feel like that's a pretty significant move. Yeah, I'd say that's a fairly significant move. Levi bringing in a few more deck gun ships. Try and take some more points. Nobody has tried claiming the centerpiece yet. Levi definitely could claim it with just this defensive type platform if he really wanted to. He's just got to move it forward just a little bit. Yeah, even though Team Purple, I would say, is ahead as far as the amount of control points they control. Team Blue does control the highest payout control point there is at the moment. There's only 42 seconds left in this match, so unless blue team manages to pull a rabbit out of a hat and claim a bunch of points within the next 30 seconds, I don't think that they're going to end up winning this one. Purple team almost took the center point, but Calvin showed up and he's not having any of that. Yeah, he's just gonna slowly tear them all down. Meanwhile, Fire is dealing with one of Calvin's smaller ships. Eight seconds left. Yeah, he loses that ship there. There we go. Team 2 takes the win.